Please speak up, Clara.
You're saying that you can't be charged with blasphemy if in fact you don't believe in Christianity.
I think what he's saying is it's anti-democratic to negate or question my right to blaspheme against that which I don't recognize as a deity at all.
All right.
Basically,
I was just putting a sort of example. If you have, say, a stepmother who raised you from when you were a child, she took you in as a child because she couldn't give birth. And then I come to you and I say, no, she's not your mother. She's just some stupid woman who was barren. And therefore, you can't call her your mother. This is your own mother because she's the person who actually birthed you. I'm disrespecting you by saying that. Fine, those may be the facts that she's your mother. But there's no need for me to say this is some stupid barren woman or whatever. And I think that's the argument here, that they're not stating the facts simply, or you're not questioning the facts. You are using gutter language to describe the situation.
Well, you have this Lord Jesus who's being questioned in the Bible. And the people of Cape Town whose goodwill you depend on were deeply offended. Is it wise to lambaste the people who exercise their freedom of speech to say, we think this is reprehensible, and I mean, you've used the word yourself, puerile, vile, vulgar, juvenile, and all that.
We don't have
pathetic. No. Is it wise? We're not talking about somebody over lunch talking rubbish. We talk about a university publishing this in a full-colored, glossy publication and disseminating it through the public, and then getting all offended when people exercise their freedom of speech saying, this is disgusting. And then saying, you're threatening academic freedom and freedom of speech. We must have blasphemy because this is a foundation stone on which UCT academic freedom is built. That's exactly what the Deputy Chancellor was saying.
You keep saying they're actually defending blasphemy when they're defending academic freedom. But maybe just go back to the
I'm saying blasphemy has got as much to do with academic freedom as disease has got to do with being a good doctor. Or traffic violations and drug driving.
These gentlemen were addressing points there, so if we can just respond. First of all, the idea that we were liberated supposedly by Christians is fallacious.
That's a phase of history.
Well,
who do you think ended the slave trade?
No. Well, we talk about there were many great people who were ANC members.
Evangelical Christians.
May I speak?
Actually, I think you've said a lot to
really. They're really opening this question up, so I think it's just fair that we can respond. So you give our response, we give our response.
We'll give you more freedom than your university and atheists give creation scientists in the university.
But he was saying that people who live freedom in this country. There were many Christians amongst them, but there were also many seculars. Many of the people in the SA Communist Party, I'm sure, were not Christians. So the point being is that, yes, they liberated us, but the people that kept the party in place, need I remind you, were also Christians.
Well, I think the Christians
all of them, every single one were Bible-bashing, believing Christian. Every single person that defended slavery in the United States was a Christian. Abraham Lincoln said, it's such a tragedy that the people that are anti-slavery and that are for slavery are reading from the same Bible. Morality does not come from the Bible.
Excuse me, I'm afraid you have really spoken against all knowledge and history.
Desmond Tutu is a great man, but George, and he's a Christian, but
we talk about the
George Bush is a Christian.
Do we have the same?
Excuse me, could you please answer? The fact is, William Wilberforce and evangelical Christians, let's have one person speak at a time, please. Excuse me, one person at a time. It is a fact of history that Bible-believing evangelical Christians were in the vanguard, and the whole movement of ending the slave trade 200 years ago, this is a fact. If you don't happen to know that, you don't happen to know who brought about the freedoms we've got, and we're sorry that you're a victim of revisionist history. Yes?
No, I'm a victim of facts.
I'd just like to come back to the university earlier and the publication of this article. This article was to raise funds for Shawka. That was the magazine raises funds for Shawka. And this is to help the community out there. There's also donors that donate, and the University of Cape Town gets a large donation from its Canadians, which by and large many of them are Christians as well.
25% of atheists are
The point I want to make over here is this: with Shawka getting to this organisation, using cheap blasphemy, put it that way, cheap publication to try and grab attention, you not only went against the very values these folks that put that publication in went against the very values of this university, but also went against the very values of the communities they now hope to serve by doing some good work, by once on a Wednesday morning going to do something with the doctor, showing the great work. We're raising 600,000 rand because that was the target. And at the end of the day, the very people who of them are Christian, in their poverty they have faith and belief, and you ridicule them through this kind of thing. And that's the article. Good stuff. The point is the behavior is blasphemy. What's this blasphemy? Do they apologize for the blasphemy? Yes, there needs to be an apology. Do you have freedom of speech? Yes, but not on the backs, according to their own constitution and the university's own rules, are violating these rules and now calling that free speech. That's not free speech.
Would you want an apology from somebody who insulted the Prophet Muhammad or perhaps a great Jew to the rabbi? Would you demand? Probably not. You think this is
You'll be next. One person,
I think the point is when you sign on at UCT as a student, you relinquish your rights. And from there, you listen to what I'm saying. And then you adhere to the rights of the constitution of the school. When you wear the letters UCT, you represent the organization that is educating you. So the argument is that you cannot use that kind of language, because when people see you, you represent the very organization and they uphold that. I coach basketball here, and it's a prestigious university. And the guys that stay in smuts, they dress proper. There's an expectation when people see them, they can identify their character because that's where they stay. So there's this character that is protruded in you when you go to a certain university. So our argument is not democracy or freedom of speech or anything like that. It's what he read. And if you can't follow that, then you need to leave the university. When you put the University of Cape Town on your CV or your resume, whatever you want to call it, there's an expectation of excellence from the people that hired you. You understand? So it's a disgrace when we read stuff like that, because that's not what this university represents, and that's not what's in the Constitution, and that's the argument.
So the argument is everybody must be the same. There's a lot. Like everybody must be the same, or like
no. The argument is, hear me out. You didn't hear me, so you're not listening. The argument is, when you become a student and you wear those letters, you adhere to the Constitution, where it says that you are supposed to respect religion, different cultures, people in the work, the community, differences. It doesn't say that you have to be the same. It says that you have to respect differences. There's a difference. You understand?
I understand.
That's what that is.